Hey, what's up? Steve USS Cunningham. Just want to talk about amateurs going from amateur to pro. You know, that transition. Y'all making that those who are making that transition, um, unless you're making that transition with a team that's already done it with other athletes, I mean, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. It's something new. There is no playbook that comes with it, no rule book, no instruction manual that says this is what you do, this is who you get with, this is the percentage you ask for, or this is the percentage you pay managers or trainers. So, like was done to me, I was kind of schooled a little bit later on in my career by another champion, and it really helped us then. But when I first came in, I was a national champion. Thought I was supposed to get a signing bonus. Spoke with a couple promoters, and then we spoke to a pretty big promoter, and he put some money on the table. So I was ready to sign, and my trainer, my amateur trainer, who was my active manager at the time, he basically was like, "Yo, I had my lawyer look at the contract, and they basically want to move me out and put their team trainer in." And this promoter was known for that. You see him in the corners with his fighters, big promoter, but we didn't want that. I wanted to stay with my amateur trainer. Our relationship, that's who I knew. You know what I mean? You guys know that the trainer fighter relationship is like, father son, big brother, little brother. Sometimes. So I couldn't X him out. We were just about to come into the big times now. So with that being said, when it comes to contracts, lawyers, if your promoter has a lawyer, why shouldn't you have a lawyer? If your promoter has a contract, he had a lawyer write that up. So you should have a lawyer look at it. You can't understand that lingo. There's a promoter I got with, and like, I'm not saying any names. I ain't putting these dudes out there. Hey, if that's your business, do your business. But there's a promoter that I got with, and in the contract, in the bout contract, he would have an extension. If you sign the bout contract, not the promotional contract, you've already signed the promotional contract for 3 or 4 years. But now you have to sign a bout contract for every fight that you fight. This is X amount of dollars. This is where it's going to be on such and such date. In that contract, this dude would have an extension to the promotional contract written in there in that contract lingo. So if you don't know the contract lingo, of course, like I did, I signed it. I signed it numerous times. I fought with him a lot, and before we got a lawyer, and we didn't see this this wording that literally bound us to him for 1 extra year. Until I got a lawyer, and then my lawyer, who was, and again, when you get a lawyer that knows boxing contracts. You can't just get any old lawyer that doesn't doesn't know anything about boxing. It's a little different. So as soon as we got this lawyer, big shout out to you, John Horner. That's my lawyer. Big shout out to John Horner. As soon as we got this lawyer, he's like, "Hey, you guys want to X this out? You want to tell him you want to scratch that out?" And we told them, we were on the phone with him, "Hey, let's scratch out section B, paragraph 2." And they, "Oh, okay. They know what they're doing." You know what I mean? So this is the first lesson. Lawyer. You must have a lawyer. Get a lawyer. Talk to other fighters. See if they're, see if you can, use their lawyer, hire their lawyer, get him on payroll, whatever, however it takes to do it, because the lawyer will make your life in boxing much, much better, much easier. Get a lawyer that knows boxing contracts. Get a lawyer that's been in boxing. One quick short story. I got with a lawyer before I got with John Horner. Not saying any names. I got it with a lawyer, and us being with this promoter, we knew how he was about promoters. I saw this about lawyers. I saw this promoter kick a prominent fighter's lawyer out of the office. I literally saw that with my own eyes. He's like, kicked the guy out, and the fighter kicked him out because the fighter wanted to get that next check. I wouldn't have did that, but hey, that was his life. So he kicked that lawyer out. So we knew how he felt about it. And there was a lot of cuss words and get this effing lawyer out of here crap. So we knew how he felt about lawyers. So with that being said, we got with this lawyer before we got with our lawyer we have now. And this guy he was a boxing lawyer, but he wasn't on this stage. And we told this guy, we said, "Listen, we're going to give you the contract. You look at it, tell us what you see. My wife, who's my manager, she will relay that to the promoter. And he said, yeah, 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 great, great, great. Boom. As soon as we give him the contract, this guy calls the promoter. Hey, I'm representing Steve Cunningham now. Yeah, I'm back in there. So the promoter calls us, ripping us a new one. You know what I mean? Because of the way he felt about lawyers, and we knew that. But the promoter was trying to bully us. But I mean, still, who wants a call like that anyway? So you had this happy-go-lucky lawyer, man. So mind who you get to represent you as a lawyer, fighters. More videos to come. Steve vs. Cunningham out. All right, that was 5 minutes.